Traders from around the world. What's going on? It's your boy Ricky Cadan back again with another free real life stock review just for you. It's Wednesday, everybody. You know what time it is. Let's dive in, talk about what happened in the markets. Now, we do have a few things to talk about. We did have a sensational session. If you were a part of the free week, we did have Jeremy Alexander Newsom from Real Life Trading over in the States. He did join us for the afternoon swing trading floor for the free week. So if you were able to catch that, then I hope you enjoyed the content. If you're not a part of the free week, by the way, hop on over to reallifetrading.com.au and give this button up here a little tickle up here on the free week and sign up for the free week. We still have 2 sessions left, tonight and Friday night, so make sure you do sign up and join us. But for all of you who have been there every single day, thanks for being there and thank you for helping us enrich live. But let's take a look at what happened in the markets, guys. We did get a sensational bearish engulfing candle. Now, ironically, this did occur at a previous resistance level, guys, and that's right, we are almost creating new all-time highs. We actually were $1.54 away from creating new all-time highs just last night in the markets. If you take a look at the 5-minute, most of the sell-off really happened at the end of the session. I'll just turn on extended hours here. Here we are. So you can see here, guys, we did kind of have a pre-market bearishness. No new highs. We didn't end up breaking the pre-market highs, and as soon as the bears started kicking in and we started breaking this beautiful ascending triangle right here, as soon as we took that out, we kind of started falling off a cliff, so to speak. But the SPY not looking super bearish. I wouldn't be entirely bearish on the market just yet. I'm not entirely bullish up here. I'm very, very neutral. Just simply because we are at a new all-time high. If you look at the shorter term moving averages, guys, I mean, if we pull back down to the 20 and we bounce, makes sense. Makes total sense. We've bounced off this level before. We've had little pullbacks like this before. A lot of people freaking out that this is the all-time high. If we do create a new all-time high before September 1st, most likely I'll be staying in about 80% cash and just more so just to wait for a bit more of a nicer pullback, maybe down to the 50, potentially maybe the 200 simple. We'll kind of wait and see what goes on there. Here's the E-minis. Now, E-minis kind of just getting bought up a little bit after what happened last night. Possibly could be a lot of short sellers just closing out their positions, but for the most part, we don't really know what is actually happening there, if they're buying or if they're shorting, or if they're buying to cover, or if they're just buying the actual asset. But the E-minis, really not that much action at all. So, I mean, we did get a really nice bearish candle last night, and it's at a resistance level. The fact that we might pull back makes sense, guys. If we pull back down to the 20, looks good. Here's one you guys want to look at tonight. If you are going to be day trading, keep your eyes on this puppy. So Tesla did announce that they're posting a 5-for-1 stock split, everybody. That's right. They're going to be, if you own shares of Tesla and they're basically going to get multiplied by 5 and they're going to be 5 times cheaper. That's pretty much how a stock split works. So hopefully they'll go down to about $300 a share roughly. But if you take a look at the after hours, take a look at the 5-minute. As soon as that news came out, guys, I mean, everyone was buying. Everyone just wants a piece of Tesla. But realistically, guys, I mean, this is going to be a fairly decent bullish gap and go. You can see that we are currently gapping up above 2 days of resistance. So if you take a look at the daily chart, we've got 2 bearish candles and we're gapping above both of these candles. So if anyone was short on these 2 days and are holding a position, they would be losing money. Hence, they would have to buy to cover and most likely see the stock rise. So kind of watch Tesla at open, guys. It could be a little bit of a rocket ship tonight. Here's AMD finally falling down from grace. We did get this really nice gap and go obviously a few weeks ago, and right now we're just currently retesting. If we do fill this gap, which we most likely will at some point, that would be absolutely fantastic. Long-term moving averages still fairly far away. I'm waiting for this one to consolidate. Do not want to get into this just yet. Not trying to catch a falling knife, so to speak. But AMD really loving this pullback. We've already pulled back from the all-time highs, just over 12%, and retraced a little bit. So it makes sense. If I was to kind of put some Fibonacci on here, just to see where we may pull back to and where a nice buying location would be. Anywhere in this particular range, 68 to 64 is probably where I'd be looking to either buy or start accumulating shares. That would be where the 100 starts to come in, and that's where I'd expect us to probably trade sideways for about 3 to 6 months, accumulate exactly what we did back here in the start of 2020. So that's what I think is going to happen on AMD, guys. Keep your eyes peeled on that one. Good old ASX 200 smacking its head against the 200 simple moving average. Shocking that we are pulling back a little bit. I did mention that it is going to be a bit of a brick wall. Once we get above the 200, obviously you look to buy on a dip. But still, guys, not bullish on the ASX 200 at all at this current moment. I do expect us to trade sideways a little bit longer. Here's the A2 Milk Company pulling back down to the 100. You do want to keep an eye on this. We do have earnings right around the corner. Just keep that in mind. But they have been very much fairly bullish. They have posted some really nice earnings. And for the most part, guys, just be one with the trend. Look to buy the dip on A2 Milk Company. Here's Aristocrat Leisure. Once again, also forming a sensational evening star reversal pattern at the 200 simple moving average on a daily chart. Wow. So ALL, ticker symbol ALL is going sideways at the moment. No real trade on this one, guys. Just look to obviously buy low, sell high. If you are looking to pick up some shares, a share or two, $25, pretty much on the nose. That's where I'd probably be looking to buy on Aristocrat. Right at the 100 simple, guys. Crude oil, not doing a whole lot. Still having a bit of trouble to get above the 200 simple moving average. Throwing in some really nice upper wicks. Loving that resistance and loving the pressure built. If we do get above here, guys, she's probably going to rocket a little bit higher. But if we do break these lows, I expect us to pull back just a touch. The shorter term moving averages, I mean, if we pull back down to the 50, makes sense. I mean, it would be a really nice dip buying opportunity on crude for all you futures traders out there. Here's one you also want to be looking at is gold. Now, gold did break down. I mean, there was a lot of people that were profitable. A lot of our real life traders did buy down here looking to hold, and we did really pull back some. I mean, we were up from back here in May, up over 23% on gold, which is absolutely huge. And they did post right here just yesterday the biggest drop in gold in the past 7 years. In the biggest one-day drop in the last 7 years. So pretty incredible. It is just a buy the dip opportunity. Obviously, gold is most likely going to go higher. We did break above this previous resistance level or previous all-time high level. The fact that we're pulling back down to that level to test as a support level makes sense. Old resistance, new support. We are literally looking at just buying the dip here. Throwing in a really nice long lower shadow, with a beautiful hammer candle. Look to buy the dip on this one. Shorter term moving averages, I mean, we're not even below the 50, guys. And we've bounced off this level before. Look to buy the dip on gold. Looks really, really sensational. Here's the Aussie dollar. Now, the Aussie dollar pulling back a little bit. I did mention a few days ago, actually back on Monday, that most people probably look to sell and it'll probably come back down to about the 20 or so. We possibly could come down to the 50. That would be a sensational dip buying opportunity for the Aussie dollar. But for the most part, guys, just look to take your profits for all you guys that have been trading that forex and raking in them gains. Alright, guys, I'll be back on Friday with another real life stock review just for you. And until next time, love life, live life, and trade it.